The Ballad of Flamebringer, Part 3, copyright 2001 J.H. Reese, audio copy, copyright 2008 J.H. Reese. From the lands below advanced a foe intent on doing battle, though dragons have claws and mighty jaws, what they really want are cattle. To left and right with her dragon sight she saw her companions. She flared her hood and firmly stood, she would not leave her dragons. Behind the others sat the mothers, wormies close in tow. At the front they took the brunt to keep away the foe. The arrows came, the woods did flame, the wormies ran around. The mothers fled from the dead, the wormies made no sound. The drake did sound to retreat to ground with a bellow. A cannon shook, hit his hook, he was laid low. The dragon soared, the cannons roared, Flamebringer she spun wild. The bugles blew and arrows flew, she would not leave her child. Clouds above, crowds below, where was her precious wyrm? The dust was thick, the guns were quick, it really made her squirm. There was a nip, she did a flip and came spiraling down. The crack of bone, a mighty groan, she'd landed in the town. The humans came, saw her shame, the crowds backed up in fear. She had to get out, gave a shout, and got up off her rear. Ahead of the flame the soldiers came, the wormies they were trapped. Their scales did quiver, their eyes were a glitter, their little tails they tapped. Before the blood flowed, up the prince he rode. Which one of you is my sister? A synapse barked, a memory sparked. Was this her brother? She prepared to be dead, tilted her head, she was no coward. Because of the blood that binds, there are no other kinds. They all stepped forward. The prince lost his gloat, took them to the moat. He could not understand why. The wormies strode the land, they were a mighty band. They held their heads high. Though their chains did rattle, they could not stop glancing at the cattle. They were marched off. The worm to her right got in the way of her sight and gave a gentle cough. I saw your mother, she was in a bother, looking for her daughter. Then the smoke came along with the flame, and she fled to the slaughter. Beside the moat they rested, while their chains they tested. To the dirt were bound. They called to the witch, join us at the ditch, the prince will no longer you hound. In the bedroom sat a skeletal rat, this form she found lately. The witch she cared, but her teeth she bared, she was not worthy. Ahead of the crowd Flamebringer gained, though broken wings were pained. She ran on all fours, from danger she hopped, not till far away she stopped, and headed for the safety of the shores. On the beach were the sick and dying, Flamebringer found the drake lying near the river Bly. He talked of emigration to a friendlier nation, Flamebringer spat out flames high. For this land I fought, now dragon blood it has bought. I will not flee, this dragon band will make one final stand before we escape by sea. She pushed them to the wires, spat at them with her fires. On the outer edge was every male. The rest took in her position, Flamebringer did requisition, alder, poison, flame, and hail.